Welcome to Nusa Penida, one of Bali's most iconic and breathtaking islands. This week, we're taking you on an unforgettable journey as we explore epic views, discover hidden gems tucked away in paradise, and dive into the bluest waters to uncover what lies beneath. So grab your sunscreen and your sense of adventure, and let's dive into all that Nusa Penida has to offer. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. Hi, we're Josh
and Taylor.
We decided to quit our jobs and backpack through Asia. We traveled to 10 countries and over 60 towns and cities. Where are we this week? An early rise for a big day ahead, but first things first, we have to strap our bag to the back of the bike. Luckily, now that we've had practice, it didn't take as long as last time. Good morning. Today we are leaving Amed in a lovely little stop, and now we are going to our next destination, which is Nusa Penida, which is an island next to Bali. So it's going to involve us driving about 2 hours to a ferry, catching the ferry with our bike to the island, which is another 2 hours, and then once there we'll have to book accommodation and drive to our accommodation. We're making our way approximately 40 kilometers south to Manta Bay, where we're catching the public ferry across to Nusa Penida. We had to take the public ferry as this is the only way to get your motorbike on the island. It is significantly cheaper than the private boat transfers used by most tourists, costing 120,000 rupiah for 2 tickets and the motorbike. Ready?
First time you've ever done this. Public ferry with our boat to Nusa Penida.
Let's go! While on the ferry, we were even treated to some live musical entertainment. All in all, the ferry ride was not bad, and some of us got some good rest. I will just sorely miss the beautiful voice of that musician. We wasted no time and are heading out to our one stop of the day. Arrived at Nusa Penida's best kept secret. So this is Crystal Beach or Crystal Bay. We only have time really to hit one spot this afternoon before we come out of the thing. It's really busy. So it's cool vibe. The road getting there was horrendous. It's like an hour to 15 kilometers. But it's here today. So we've decided to come and do sunset on a different beach a bit closer to home so that we didn't have to drive on the bad roads at night. And we found a really cool...
stumbled across, yeah.
And the sun is going down.
So today we are visiting the very famous Delinking Beach. The journey here is rough, I'm going to be honest.
That was the worst, some of the worst roads we've experienced in our time here in Asia.
But hopefully the view is going to be worth it. It's supposedly the most iconic view.
It's you'll see now, but it's that like peninsula that stretches into the sea.
Let's go check it out. We are here at the iconic Delinking Beach. It is pretty spectacular. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. We'll go get a closer look.
I may have been hard to please, but by the end of the morning I was sold. This place is incredible, but not the easiest to navigate.
Someone who is afraid of heights, this walk down is proving challenging for me because it's such a narrow path. You just have this little wooden gate and it is so high. So I am going very, very, very slowly.
Entrance to Kelingking Beach is only 10,000 rupiah. That's less than $1. That's nothing for views like these. You are able to scale down to the beach at the bottom, but the water conditions are not safe to swim in, so Taylor and I saved ourselves the climb, even though we had no intention of swimming.
So what are your final thoughts?
Really spectacular. Bit of a tough climb, but we came at the perfect time. The staircase behind Taylor is really, really busy. So we came at the perfect time, got good photos.
We came in like 7:30 we arrived.
7:30 we arrived. No, it is really, really spectacular. And it's just either side, the cliff faces, it's such a dramatic drop. And the water is rough and blue and it's really impressive.
The entire view is what makes it so spectacular, like as opposed to just in isolation.
Not just the peninsula of Kelingking Beach, yeah.
It's like having both directions you look being so spectacular with the cliffs and really dramatic.
We made our bumpy way to stop number 2.
So second stop of the day, we had Manta Bay, fuming. Manta rays from the cliff, but there's a slight wind and that impacts them coming. But it's still pretty good.
At the same point, there's actually two other viewpoints, which are Billabong and Broken Beach.
Angel Billabong and Broken Beach.
So we're gonna go see them now.
I think we might get blown off.
Yeah.
So we made a call. I think the conditions are conducive to snorkeling.
Tough day to be scared of heights, let me tell you.
Angel's Billabong is this incredible elevated lagoon that's filled up by the crashing waters we showed you earlier.
So we are still here at Manta Bay region and we've come to the third viewpoint for today, which is Broken Beach. Spectacular. Both Josh and I like exclaimed when we saw it, like wow.
Entrance to this entire complex was completely free. but this cinematic masterpiece by a local tour guide was an optional extra.
So we are at stop number 3 today, and that's Guyangan Falls. You have to wear a sarong, boys and girls. So they gave us a sarong as part of the entrance fee, which is 15,000. And now we have a lot of steps to climb to get to a waterfall. It's along the ocean though, this is the ocean.
We didn't know it at the time, but the reason for the sarong is because we were going to be entering a Hindu temple.
It's pretty spectacular though.
Sincerely hope we aren't walking all the way to the bottom.
We are.
This is hands down one of the most incredible views I've ever had. But also, I was just about to say, but also the scariest view I've ever had. Like, I can't even move my phone nicely to show you because my hands are sweating from nerves. And I'm sitting on the stairs and I'm going down the stairs sitting just because the height is making me so scared. Josh has taken the phone.
We're literally walking on the edge of the cliff. I don't even know how many meters we are in the air. How many meters we are. Oh!
We're dying of fear, but the view is incredible. Probably the best view of the day, and if not one of the best views of my entire life.
We held onto those rails for dear life. We even got to see a manta ray swimming below, which was incredible. $700 dodgy stairs later, we finally made it to the bottom. At the bottom, there was this incredible temple with an even more incredible surprise.
Gangan Falls. There's this Hindu temple that has, I don't know, falls and this amazing rock pool right on the ocean. Unbelievable, 10 out of 10. We had no idea this was here.
Where's the cloud? We made it to the bottom and it was so worth it. It's like paradise at the bottom.
We're currently in a rock pool on the ocean.
I mean, what is this?
Out of 10 experience.
Wrong! 20 out of 10 experience!
If you come to Nusa Penida, you must come here.
It's not even a negotiable. Even if you skip the other stuff, come down.
While Taylor and I lost track of time in the rock pool, worshippers had descended on the temple. One of the worshippers explained that they were throwing into the ocean gifts for their god. The people were so friendly and welcoming of our presence at their temple.
Quite phenomenal. People are here like for worship. So they climb all the way down to come to this temple. Like it's very much in you.
There was some congestion when leaving because the stairs can only handle a certain amount of weight, which gave us a lot of confidence.
So we're climbing to the top. Oh my gosh. Brutal climb. Made it in record time because we didn't want to be like
Caught by the
embarrassing.
group behind us.
We headed across the bay on some of the worst roads in all of Asia to catch the sunset.
The scariest ride we have done, hands down. The worst conditions of the road. Yeah, it was scary. Anyway, we've got here. It looks a bit like it was abandoned, like that road years ago. So we won't be here too long, but I had a sneak peek of the view and it is pretty sensational. We are just in a small little kitchen with our cell phone pot. We made boiled eggs because we can't find that many other ingredients yet. We don't have salt though, which is gonna be.
After a nutritional breakfast, we headed out for the day. Today's plan was to snorkel with manta rays, but our preferred tour operator was fully booked, and we were advised to return the next day. So there had to be a last-minute change of plans.
Good afternoon.
We are arriving at Gangan Beach at, what is it?
12:30?
12 o'clock.
Wow.
So we've come at probably the worst time of the day to come. We had no other option. Our plans changed last minute. So we are here. It's packed, and it's quite hot. So I think the walk down is going to be really fun.
But at least for our overpriced entry ticket, they gave us some water.
So we've just seen the first sighting of it and it is wow.
Entrance to Diamond Beach is 25,000 rupiah per person, less than $2. But I recall Taylor and I spending way more than this. This place is so spectacular though, I'd pay it again in a heartbeat.
What I do just want to say, something I'll never get over in Bali, it's just the absolute lack of safety precautions.
There's no rails here.
This is a drop. No railing.
Diamond Beach is a must-see in Nusa Penida, so expect large crowds. And like with anything in Bali, expect many stairs. It's recommended that you head here in the morning, because Diamond Beach receives no afternoon sun.
So we're still here on Diamond Beach. We arrived, basically just napped immediately.
We arrived, saw that there was only enough light to take pictures for 10 minutes. Decided to sleep instead.
So we ended up sleeping like over 2 hours, so we're actually exhausted. But it's still really, really beautiful here. The light is completely gone, like we're completely in the shadow, but really still beautiful.
We headed to the west coast to watch the sunset over Mount Aang, which is visible from Nusa Penida.
Here's our room. Our bags all packed for tomorrow. Josh is in the kitchen. My laptop's playing out some tracks. And dinner underway.
We're busy frying French fries. This is our dinner for tonight. One big packet of French fries. Proteins in short supply on this island. Having started the day with such a good breakfast, we had to end the day strong with the good dinner. And just like that, the travelling circus is on the move again. But we have an exciting pit stop to make en route to our next destination.
So today we have a big day ahead of us. We are going, hopefully, snorkeling with some manta rays. We have like an 80% chance of seeing them, so fingers crossed. So there's actually two different options for where you can go snorkeling with the manta rays. There's somewhere called Manta Bay and somewhere called Manta Point. Manta Bay, they come a bit shallower, but there's not as much of a guarantee as you're going to see them, whereas Manta Point, it's like an 80% chance of seeing them. So we chose Manta Point and we are crossing our fingers. It's slightly more expensive, but we did some...
It's slightly more expensive, but we managed to tailor a very good hustled on the beach with the best price.
So we're actually paying to go to Manta Point what most other companies were charging to go to Manta Bay. So we figured since the main reason we're doing, pretty much the only reason we're doing this trip is to see the manta rays, so just give us the best option. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We took some motion sickness tablets now because the waves do look very choppy.
Instructions said take it 2 hours before, so we took it now.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I'm so nervous, the waves are... Tell them we've arrived.
So we've arrived at Manta Point. I think we're just scouting for manta rays now.
Are you excited?
I think the water is very good.
How was the journey?
Unreal.
That was truly incredible. Like, I mean, there was a lot of people, but even so, we got quite lucky that we were in like a bit of a circle with the open part, and then like 6 manta rays all came almost to the surface and swam right past us. They like showed their whole underside.
It was unreal.
All in all, Nusa Penida has been one of the most beautiful places we've explored during our time in Southeast Asia. From the most jaw-dropping views to the scariest climbs and amazing memories, this island truly stole our hearts. If you're planning your trip to Bali, we highly recommend adding Nusa Penida to your list. It's an experience you'll never forget. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more travel content. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.